everybody.
Hello, everybody.
This is Enlight Live. Welcome. I am Stav. I'm the head of social media here at Lightrix, the company behind Enlight.
And I'm Joseph, the visual artist.
And we're here like we are every single week, showing you cool stuff, going through the tutorial from the day before, and answering all your questions that you have about Enlight, about creativity, about iPhone art. And today we have a really cool tutorial for you, right? Very
yes,
cool.
very cool.
It's actually, we call it Beach Desktop. It's actually combining two totally different ideas. The idea of a desktop, an office scene, you can see, you'll see, and they can see, and the beach, which is, you know, vacation and fun and sun. Combining those two ideas together, mixing them with Enlight's mixer tool, and creating a really cool result. So let's get started. If you guys have any questions, write them below. Don't forget to share with your friend, write comments. We're going to answer everything live. And that's it. So let's get started.
Great, thank you very much. And as Stav said, this is a very simple tutorial, but if it's done right, it can be very powerful and the result can be very, very good. So let's get started. This is what we did. This is the tutorial. In case you didn't saw the last tutorial, it's the radioactive tutorial, and you can check it out in YouTube, in our Facebook page, and all those places. And you can see it. It's very simple also, but it's very cool. So basically, this is the story of my life. This is what I do basically when I'm at my desktop dreaming about the beach. And so I'm gonna show you the pictures I used, this one, and this is the second. Now, as you can see, these pictures have something in common, that they are vertical. They're like portrait oriented. And it's not a must, but if you want to get a good result and actually not make too much effort, this is a good way to start. When you find a picture of the desktop, then you should try to find something that kind of has like a space in the vertical, or in some place. If it's gonna be like in these areas, you can see, then I have a lot of free space.
You want like empty space so that you'll have enough room to add another picture on top. If you had, say, just like half of the picture, like just say that part, you get a less cool effect because you don't have that extra space.
Yeah,
right.
Basically, that's what I was trying to say. That's a good translation for it.
I'm here to translate for you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you just an example of like a good picture that could be actually kind of hard to work with if it's not the same. This is a landscape, as you can see, and then we have a portrait, and this is a portrait. Wait.
Like landscape
Here.
Oriented, you mean.
Yeah.
So it happens to also be a landscape, but he means that it's horizontal, so it's landscape mode, as opposed to portrait mode, which is actually vertical up and down.
Yeah. So you can see now these two pictures are gonna just blend in very easily. And now let's start with a picture of the desktop, and let's go to the menu. Let's go to Tools and Mixer. Now we'll add our beach image, and let's zoom, and let's just make it be on the right place, just like that. Fits perfectly. And now we're just gonna start erasing the sand basically. Now we're gonna try to be careful with the people that it's there, or whatever it's gonna be in your beach, but actually I'm gonna show you a small trick. If you make it small and then you go and erase, then it's gonna be kind of easier to erase the whole thing, and it's gonna kind of leave the people there in a very easy, cool way.
So when it's smaller and you actually erase, it sort of selects a larger area and less of the darker details. So it's easier to, it's more of like an overall erasing instead of if you zoomed in and you erased like right that little spot, it would erase everything.
Yeah,
you sort of want to leave those dark spots of people.
Exactly, that's exactly what's going on. And now we're gonna make it fit again, and there you go. And now I'm gonna zoom in. I'm sorry. And there you go.
I just want to say hello to a few people who are saying good morning. We have good morning from Michael Connor.
Good morning.
Hi, Michael. We have Mark Snyder here with us again. Thank you, Mark. And Karen is saying that she loves the videos and that we're awesome. So thank you, Karen. If you have any questions, just let us know.
Yeah.
And Sir is saying that he also loves us. Thank you, Sir. Thank you for watching. And who else can we say hi to here? And Michael Chatham is asking, when do we get Enlight on Mac? I actually don't have any timeline for that. So basically, that means a very long time.
But actually, you could, I don't know if you have an iPad or if you ever work with an iPad on Enlight, it's actually pretty similar. It's
Yeah,
very
especially if
comfortable.
you can use an iPad Pro on Enlight. It's a really fun experience.
Yes.
Lewis is actually saying he loves Enlight, and it's a great way for making memes. Lewis, I don't know if you saw, I think it was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
right? We actually did a special on memes. And so if you're interested on tips or some ideas, you should check that one out. It's actually on our YouTube channel right now. Okay, let's go.
So, I'm almost done here, but just pay attention to the small details and try to see that, like, for example, people will not be over objects so that it will look more realistic. For example, here and all these. And if you just don't want to start working on it, you can just get rid of it and that's it. And very basic, but of course, I'm not gonna do this perfectly, but you should definitely try to do it more precisely, and it's gonna be better. Now, for example, here I would like to leave this this shadow, but it doesn't look good, right? It doesn't look natural if I leave it like this. So what I came up with is you can erase this kind of shadow, and then you can lower the strength just a little bit, and then you start adding just a little bit, so it will look more like a natural, really shadow of this kind of thing. I don't know what it is. It's just like some motos or something like this, right? And then it's gonna be more like smooth transition kind of, and then it kind of looks like it's really there, just like that.
What is that
I'm just adding the
thing?
the shadow of this weird thing that it's there. I don't really know what it is, but
I think maybe it's like a pier. No, it's not.
up here
Like a lifeguard stand. Like that looks like 2 life jackets.
looks like a truck to me. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We can discuss about it later. But okay, here we have some more people. Let's erase them. Also from the shirt.
Lewis, if you hold on. Lewis, if you're watching, I just posted the YouTube link below. So you asked for the YouTube link, and it's right there. So just scroll through the comments, and you can see it. And if you guys have any more questions or comments, just let us know. Don't forget to like us. And actually, we have a question from Bobby Ray. He's saying, isn't the shadow going in a different direction?
Yes, very good that you pointed that out.
Very smart.
I wanted to talk about it. If it's gonna be kind of more difficult to find, but if you can actually pay attention to that small detail, that the shadow should actually be like the same kind of direction from the desktop and also from the beach. In this particular case, I don't see that it actually it doesn't bother too much, but if you can actually do that, then it will be even a better result to actually find the same angle of the shadow. Thank you very much for reminding. So you can see this shadow is going more like up left, and then the beach is going like more into like more left down. So wait, I'm gonna try to fix this shadow a little bit more.
Joseph's a little bit of a perfectionist, so now
Yeah.
now we'll be here all day.
All right, that's it. I'm done. Let's stop the check mark. And now let's go to image and adjust. In this particular case, I would like to do this, but you don't really have to do this. But I think in general, when you mix two pictures, you kind of have to make it work to make them kind of match in terms of color. So it's always good to make this color correction when you mix two pictures. So let's go to Tools tab and then Color. And then I'm gonna change just a little bit the hue of the water, because I would like to make it a little bit more bluish. So let's tap the hue, and then let's swipe to the left a little bit. Yes, like that.
Maybe show them before after so they can see.
Like this. It's a very
it's
small.
pretty subtle.
It's very small change, but I don't know. I'm kind of perfectionist in this kind of stuff, so. But I'm gonna erase the effect from the whole desktop. So let's go to Mask, and I'm gonna start wiping out the whole effect from the desktop.
We actually have an interesting comment from Michael, who said that he watched the tutorial with the meme and the imaginary shadow, and he said that there we added the shadow manually. So could that
Yeah.
work here also?
Yeah, but you know, in this case, maybe if you have like a one object or two, maybe you could do that manually. But when generally beaches are full of people, so if you'll start to add each shadow, it will be like a lot of work. If you have that patience, then you can do it. But it will be better if you kind of try to find the right kind of pictures that they can actually match in terms of direction. But yes, it's actually another way. You're right. And I'm gonna tap the check mark.
Okay, wait, one more thing about the shadow.
Yeah.
Bobby is saying, what about doing it with patch or heel if you wanted to do the shadow?
With
That might
bat,
work.
with heel.
Maybe not with heel, maybe with patch.
Maybe I'm not sure how that will work.
We can check on that for you, Bobby, and
Yeah.
get back to you.
All right, that's an interesting. I'm gonna check that out. All right, let's go to filters, and just to make the whole thing more unified, and actually it's kind of lacking colors, so I'm gonna go for some nice filter. And I'm gonna make my own one, but you can always choose the presets. They're very nice presets. You can actually, this one is very nice. I'm gonna change it a little bit. Let's go to Tools tab, Basic, and I'm gonna raise a little bit the saturation.
We have Marco Bianco saying he's following us from Italy, and he follows us every week. So thank you for tuning in, Marco,
Thank
for
you,
your
Marco.
support every week. We really appreciate it. Really. Not kidding.
No kidding.
Also, Sebastian is saying something in Spanish that I can try and read in an American accent if you want. Hola desde España.
Hola de España.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gracias por la clase.
Por las clases.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Very good. You have a good Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should work on it. Yeah. Nice. What else do I want here? I think that's it.
We have a question from Cliff. He's asking if Enlight can edit RAW files. Not yet, but that's something we're working on, so stay tuned because we might have a really big announcement for you very soon.
Big surprises.
Yeah. Anything else? How are we doing here?
There's also somebody from Mexico.
Armando Cantu. Excelente saludo de Mexico. México.
México. Viva México. Sí.
Sí. Okay,
Okay.
so if you
So-
guys have any more questions, we're almost done with this tutorial, so now's your time to write them below. I'm reading them, answering them all. If you watch this tutorial afterwards and play along, you can also ask your questions, and I always look at the comments and answer them even a few days afterwards, so you can do that too. And if you want to see all of our tutorials, they're all on YouTube. If you go to youtube.com/enlightapp, I also posted the link below this video, so you can just scroll and find it there.
Very cool.
We have actually a question from Lewis who's saying, is there a way to flip pictures? Like if there's a picture of an arrow pointing right, how can you turn it so that the arrow is left?
Well,
Let's do it. We
it's
can
very
flip it.
simple. You can go to Menu, and then you can go to Canvas, Crop, and then all you do is tap the H flip,
H flip is like horizontal flip.
horizontal, and then you also have the vertical flip. Right? That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep it like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, why not?
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Lewis. You just upgraded our picture.
Nice. All right. I think I'm
I
ready
think
to
we're ready
upload
for
this.
Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we are too.
All right, I'm gonna share it through the top menu. Then I'm gonna tap Instagram, copy to Instagram. And I'm going to, actually I'm gonna leave it like that. And I'm gonna do next. I don't need more filters anymore.
Nah.
No thanks.
Instagram's got
And
nothing on it like filters.
so, dreaming at the office.
Yeah. Beaching at the office, maybe. Do you guys, if you guys have any ideas for a comment, you can tell us right now. Maybe we'll write it. But you have to type quickly.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we have a question from Michael who's saying, is there a way to invert colors, like a white image on a black background and then make it white background on black?
Yeah, there's
There
a way.
is a way. We can show you that in 1 second.
There's always a way. Beaching at the office.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
So let's, yeah.
Nice,
Let's enter.
nice to meet you. That's nice. That's a good one.
funny, actually. That made us laugh. Okay, wait. So let's post this. Let's answer Michael's question, and I also see we have a question from Cliff.
All right.
So let's go.
Let's
This is our
share.
Instagram. If you guys haven't seen it, you can take a quick look.
It's very good
right
for
now.
inspiration.
Yeah, it's great for inspiration. You can see all the pictures. A lot of them are user posts. We post about 5 images a week. 4 of them are user photos. 1 of them is our tutorial. So if you guys do hashtag Enlight app, you might get features. We're always looking at stuff that our users are doing. And so feel free to try the tutorials, give it your own creative spin, and maybe we'll put you on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about Michael's question. Michael was asking us about inverting colors.
Inverted colors. So let's go to the menu again, and let's go to image. This is actually very easy. You just go to adjust, and you'll go for the, I think it's the last preset, if I'm not wrong, is one before the last one. That actually, it makes the colors
Oh yeah, someone
invert.
already answered him. Matt
Oh.
Waples is telling him that
exactly.
the adjustment preset has invert. So that's where it is. It's
was
an
faster
image
than me.
adjust. Yeah, Matt, you were faster than us.
Yeah, all right.
If you want to come do these for us, that's fine.
All right, then that's it. That's basically how
Yeah,
you do it.
so that's it. If you guys have any more questions, write them below. I'll answer them later on. And
Delmer Gomez saying, you guys are the best. Thank you very much.
thank you, Delmar. Delmar?
Delmer.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Thanks
thank you
so much for
watching.
tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.